up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. So let's talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. That's what we're here to talk about. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. Happy Friday. Honey, we are down here. And I'm about to do episode 5 of Young, Famous, and African. And then we're going to do 6 and 7 together. So 5 is going to stand on its own because it's an odd episode. It's an odd number of episodes. I have 7. I'm not sure why they did 7 and not 8. But so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to give you episode 5 and then episode 6 and 7. Because I started watching 6 last night and I went to sleep. I fell asleep. She fell asleep, darling. This is not going to be a long review for Real Housewives of Orange County because the episodes are pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know what's missing. I feel like something's missing. I don't know. They were like saying Tamra should come back. You know, I'm not really for bringing people back, but I don't even understand why Tamra wasn't given a contract. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. When Vicky was let go, I understood that because Vicky was like Nene, like y'all got too beside her. Teresa's next. Teresa, all that she thinks she the queen of the show, honey. They let the OGs go. Don't get it twisted. She knows that she's literally the anchor of that show. So she can't go anywhere. They won't get rid of her. Baby, if they got rid of Teresa, and Joe and Melissa go on and continue on the show, Teresa would never speak to them again. Do you hear me? Ever. You already know how she gets down. You already know her weird ass mindset. She would never speak to them again. But if they kicked Joe and Melissa off the show, Teresa would continue. She would continue like nothing. But with Real Housewives of Orange County, I was watching the episode and I was like, it's something missing. I don't know what's missing. It's something missing. Because I feel like Shannon and Heather are not really cool. And they're really like, I would consider, I know Heather's not an OG, but she's from the older, days. And but her and Shannon just don't have that relationship that Tamra and Shannon and Vicky had. And I know that Shannon tries to mimic that relationship with Emily, but it doesn't work. It's just not there. It's not authentic. And Gina, honestly, I don't feel like Gina fits in at all. Gina is like she gives me like the way that Drew is on the show. Like Drew doesn't really fit in with these women. They are of a certain age and have had life experiences and are just, I don't know, it's something that's missing about Gina. And then Jen is like, I don't know, maybe it's her. I don't know. I don't know. She's like, I don't find her character interesting at all. Her storyline with her husband being, I don't know it's clear he has like some social anxiety issues and, he's unavailable. I don't know. It's just like that. It's like, nah, like, okay, you could go. You could go, girl. You could be a friend. Like, is Jen a friend or is she a main character? I don't remember. I don't know if I see her. Is she in the beginning? Is she in the opening credits? Girl, that's what I'm saying. See? You're not giving me nothing, girl. At all. At all. I don't know. Gina and Shannon are continuing on their conversation at Jen's boring ass party. Like, I felt like Jen's presentation was boring. You can't see the crowd. I know you want to give this presentation, but why wasn't it 5 minutes? Or why wasn't it playing and like, why didn't you have it playing continuously in the house, like on a loop? Or I don't know. I was just like, girl, why are you talking here 25 minutes, 30 minutes, talking forever? Whatever. So Gina and Shannon are outside. Gina tells Shannon that she likes to self promote. She's a self promoter, and the way she promotes herself is that she's a good friend and she's this and she's that. And I cannot stand when Shannon, I don't like when people do that at all. Like, I'm this kind of person. Okay, that's fine, but like, okay, well then demonstrate that then. Okay, like, that's how I feel. um they said, you told me to put a pin in it. And so the other women were talking about it, and they were like, put a pin in it does not mean deflate your ego. It means put a pin in it, like put the sticky on the wall, put a pin in it, we'll come back to it later. And that's exactly what it means. But I mean, it can be, it makes sense to tell somebody to put a pin in your ego to deflate your ego. It makes sense. It goes to me. You could use it that way. Put a pin in your ego. Deflate that shit. Your head is big right now. It makes sense to me, Shannon. I don't care if it means to pin it on a wall or deflate the ego. Both make sense. I didn't like the way that Gina was like, oh, so I can't feel happy for myself. So I can't, I'm doing good and I can't do this for myself and I can't do. And I'm like, when did Shannon make you feel like that? And why are you feeling like that's coming from her? Y'all, can y'all please explain to me what the fuck Gina is talking about? Because I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? There's not been one time that I've seen where Shannon gave off the impression that she wasn't happy for Gina and that she wasn't supportive of her. So I'm trying to figure out, where is this coming from? Because it seems contrived. It seems stupid. I was like, girl, what are you talking about? It doesn't even make sense. And she's like, I have nothing but pity for you, Shannon. Pity for me? Why would you pity me? Like, what happened? Like, girl, are you drunk? Like, girl, what's up? Did you take something else with the liquor? Like, girl, I was like, that was weird. Um, she thinks that Emily says she thinks that you're jealous about the relationship with between her and Heather. Do y'all think Emily is jealous about Gina and Heather's relationship and trying to project that onto Shannon? Because Shannon doesn't give me that. I don't know. Maybe they're the way that they're cutting the show. Because I was like, these bitches, here we go. Like, we gonna jump into the motherfucking. How many more episodes do we got? Because this is stupid, trying to make Shannon out to be this what she's not, and I don't like it. Because I'm like, what are you guys? It doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, let's just say, it's almost as like you sit together and be like, let's say that Shannon isn't being supportive of you, and just make sure, like, and anytime she says something that she's not supportive of you, and then you come and say, like, why can't I be happy? I've done this, I've done all of this for my life. I can't be happy for myself. I can't have confidence in myself. Like, it seems like it's contrived and it's silly. It's as contrived as Gina and Heather's night in Manhattan or wherever the hell they were. It's just, girl, hang it up. Hang it up. You work at being upset. I'm in a good place. And it's like, why are you? I'm in a good place too. So why would I not be happy for you? You know what I'm saying? And to Shannon's point, people that are not in good spaces find it hard to be happy for people. So if I'm in a good space, then you're just saying that I'm just a fucking hater. Like, I'm hating on you. I'm also in a good space. Why would I be jealous of you? I have a skincare line too. I have the meal planning line too. What are you talking about, girl? You want somebody. And the way she breaks down next week, why doesn't she do that for me? What do you want from Shannon? And why are you, instead of communicating what you want from her, why are you making it seem like she's not happy for you? That's crazy. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Gina. And she said something jumped in her when they were in the desert, in the sweat lodge, and something jumped inside of her and hasn't come out. So maybe that's why she was like, I don't know what came over me. It was kind of mean what I said. She was like, I pity you, Shannon. what's her name's husband or boyfriend was like, what? Who the fuck does she think she is? She was like, okay, calm down. He was like, no, because what is she talking about? I'm with him. Girl, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Noella says, I disagree when Heather was trying to explain it. She was like, I disagree. I don't see that. And Heather's like, can I finish? Yeah, you can finish. I'm just interjecting that I don't agree with your observation. Heather cannot stand Noella, and it's great. It's so good. It's so good. Was that too much? Heather and Shannon. Heather and Shannon. They're inaccurate labels that she's placing on me. They're in the house and sitting down on the couch. And she's like, I just feel like there's inaccurate labels you're putting on me. And she was like, you put inaccurate labels on me too. They rolled the tape. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Shut up, Heather. Like, that's what it is. It's like, why are y'all messing with Shannon? Why are y'all messing with Shannon? Like, really, like, what is she doing? Leave Shannon and her paranoia alone, because you're going to make her overthink the situation, and it's really nothing to overthink because she hasn't done anything. She's going to be trying to figure out, what did I do wrong? What did I do? Or what am I doing to her? I don't understand. I thought that gift that she brought her was bullshit. That talking about it's a lucky butterfly. I was like, girl, I would have been like, let's see if it can fly. Bitch, what? I did not like that butterfly. I was like, Shannon, that was shady to me. What did y'all think about that lucky butterfly she gave Gina? I was like, bitch, you being shady. Sorry, I thought she was being shady. You said stuff about me too in the past. Heather was like, that's not what I'm talking about. That is what you're talking about. She was like, okay, whatever. I gotta go. I'm leaving. So Shannon leaves. Noella, she meets with a person who is going to do some healing on her. She says, she talks about all of the healing methods she has tried. And she says usually she's really great with manifestations, but now she's feeling blocked. So she needs, she's getting some guidance. So this woman comes in. They talk about her trauma wound from her father. Bailing on her and just leaving the same way her husband did to her. Her father would only use her to look like a family man. And I grew up understanding that my worth was determined on how well I made a man look perfect. Oh, it's not just you, Noella. It's not just you, baby girl. And some of them still, they daddies didn't bail. They just been trained to make sure that whatever hook or crook, you make him look perfect. You protect his image, right? Right. Okay. Because we got Jennifer, down to the New Jersey. She over there doing the same thing, girl. Her husband's sitting right there in the house. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's how you determine your worth, on how well you make a man and his bad behavior look perfect. Do your job, patriarchy princess. Ah! It's a mess. It is a mess. And then when it's all said and done and you ask yourself, how does it serve you? Huh? Huh? What you said? So she said she tried to rekindle the relationship with her father. Her father is a weatherman, Christopher Nance. Baby, it was so much confusion on the internet that night. Let me tell you something. So she said her father, she was trying to rekindle a relationship with her father, Christopher Nance, right? Christopher Nance is a weatherman in Los Angeles. I remember Christopher Nance on the television. I think it was Channel 7, I want to say. But he was a weatherman. And my grandmother and grandfather used to watch the news, always watching the news. I see Christopher Nance. She says they were rekindling a relationship. Then she comes back, and then all of a sudden they found him dead in his house in Hawaii. I guess he was alone or whatever. And she regrets never having her son meet her dad. First of all, everybody, so I'm online because I was like, Christopher Nance died? Damn. Like, damn, that's when they start, right when they start trying to rekindle their relationship, damn, he died. So I pull up Christopher Nance, weatherman. It said he died in 2000 and something else. And I was like, what is she talking about? So what is Noella talking about? So apparently there is some cross information of a Christopher Nance in South Carolina or North Carolina that apparently, I don't know if he was a weatherman too, but he died, and that's what they're getting the information. Like, it's literally cross information on the internet between Christopher Nance, the weatherman, and like even the story, like in the obituary for Christopher Nance, explaining about this man in South Carolina or North Carolina, but with information about Noella's father in the on the page. And I was like, what? So a lot of people were like, is Noella lying for a storyline? What's up? So they, like, people were posting her post from, when, I guess, when she posted and said her father died. And I thought it was even fucking weird that she was like hashtag daddy, RIP daddy, or something like that. It wasn't your dad. You said he bailed on you. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Oh my God, that shit is so fucking crazy to me. Like, even in his death, you're trying to make up some shit that doesn't fucking exist. The relationship that you trying to, honey, and you'd end up doing it. You end up doing it in other relationships. When you are trying to create a relationship between you and your father that really doesn't exist and never has existed, you are going to do that in your relationships with men. Trust me, I know. Trust me when I say I fucking know. And in death, you all talking about RIP daddy. That man wasn't your father, wasn't your daddy, nothing. Nothing. He did what all of these dudes do and got your mom pregnant, only used you to act like he was a family man. You wore a mask for your father, and you wore it all the way up to his death. Are you crazy? Rip the mask off that you wear for your father so the people can actually see who the fuck he really is. Girl. Girl, that triggered me when I saw that post. I was like, why would she post this tribute to this man who was not there for her? Girl. What? That's like, what, girl? Like I said, motherfucking Anthony Bourdain had more of an impact. Do you hear me? I would understand if you like Christopher Nance. Who is he? Girl, whatever. Anyway, he never showed up for me. Girl, was it worth it? Was he worth it? I put him on a pedestal. That's what she said. I put him on a pedestal simply because he was a man. For no other reason. He never gave me a reason to put him on a pedestal. I put him there on the altar and lit a fucking candle and got on my goddamn knees and started worshiping him. Girl, y'all be thinking that I'm crazy, but I'm telling you the fucking truth because it's in the programming. And if you don't see it, from motherfucking Orange County to down south to motherfucking New Jersey. And these are just women on a television show who actually represent hundreds of women. Do you understand? So you ain't gonna tell me that it's me, child, because I'm like, this shit is crazy. She said he wasn't even worth it. He never showed me why I should have placed him on a pedestal. He never gave you a reason to place him there, and you put him right up there. And even the lady said that's what we do with our fathers. Child, please. Like my grandmother said, one day you're going to take your rose-colored glasses off. And baby, when I took it, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Yes, honey. Baby, when I tell you, that is like one of the most freeing experiences when you finally see the person for who they are and you take off your rose-colored glasses and you look and you see, you motherfucker, you. You know what I'm saying? It's a freeing thing when you finally see someone and when you take the mask off for them. When you take the mask off, because you're living in an illusion trying to create a person, the ideal person in your mind, ignoring the reality of who the person really, really fucking is. And then when you sit and reflect on your relationship with that person, and you sit there and you reflect and you're like, wait a minute. the idea of the relationship that I had with this person wasn't the reality of the relationship. And how did that play out with other relationships, with other people that you've had relationships with men that you've had relationships? It played out the same way, right? You created something in your mind that wasn't really fucking there, bitch. Yes. I'm telling you what I know. I placed him there simply because he had a penis. Self-love is the best love. Because when you love yourself, when it's internal, when you don't determine your value and anything, when you don't determine your value on external sources and your source of validation comes from it within, you won't get into those relationships. Or if you do by happenstance because you got with the representative, but when you start to see what the real is, you don't stay around. You don't say, oh, well, maybe, yeah. No, you get the fuck out of there. Because that's self-love. You're like, I don't need this. This is not something that I need. It's not conducive. It's not beneficial for me. It's only beneficial for you. I'm not getting filled up. Get the fuck out. Period. Self-love is the best love. Gina, she goes and she has a psychic medium come over to her house because she feels like when she was in the sweat lodge, something transferred over to her. Remember how much she was crying? She was like, I don't even know why I'm crying. They didn't close it when they left. They did not close the container, and it has attached itself to her. So they were doing whatever techniques they needed to do to get it out of her. She didn't say if she felt any different. She didn't come back and give us a report. So I don't know. Jen and Heather. Jen and Heather. Jen and Heather. Oh, Heather comes to Jen's office. That's what. Yeah, because she was asking for her something on her arm. He gave her some cream or something. Are you concerned about the women? I don't remember what their conversation was about. Why does Gina care? That's what Jen asked Heather. Why does Gina care about what how Shannon is moving? Like, what is her problem? Why is that her concern? That's what everybody wants to know. It's like, you need to communicate. It's something else that's there, and you trying to project that onto her as if she's doing something to you, and she's obviously not giving you something that you need. And what is it? Like, why are you so concerned with Shannon? I don't know. So Emily and Shannon, they call each other on the FaceTime. Shannon basically says Emily needs to stop stirring up drama. Emily's just going back and forth. I don't think she's stirring up drama. It's legitimate, concerns. Is she adding stuff to it? We haven't seen her add anything, so I don't think she's stirring up drama. She's literally going back and forth, telling the other what the other is saying. She's not doing. She was like, well, she said something, something, something. Like, I mean, that's what she said. Should she not tell you what Gina said? And then you'll be like, she's not being loyal to you, or she like, I feel like I don't feel like Emily's doing nothing wrong, but I feel something in me feels like Emily is the one that feels a way about Heather and Gina and not Shannon. I think a lot of people are putting stuff on Shannon. Gina's putting stuff on Shannon. Heather's putting stuff. Do y'all get that? Or is that just me? I don't understand because I don't get what's happening. I don't understand what's happening. At Emily's house, they have the family over. They were going to renew their wedding vows, but they're not because of the curse of renewing wedding vows. But they are going to do a wedding picture redo. So that should be cute. They were going to get the little boy fitted for his little tuxedo. Oh my God, so cute. She was like, you look like Boss Baby. He did with his little suit on. His hair was like already parted on the side. So cute. I love to see little kids dressed up. I do. They be looking so cute. Looking like little adults. So cute with that little suit. Like short people. Get your little short self over here. So that's what they're going to do. So we find out Christopher Nance died, and that's where all the information on the internet, everybody was so confused, and everybody's like, girl, that bitch is making up storylines and stuff. But it's literally two people with the same name and their obituaries on the internet being conflated, being mixed up and mushed together. Because it was literally like, I was like, died when? And I was like, is Noella making this story up? Like, my father just died. But then they showed her post, and that's what triggered me, child. I was like, girl, shut up. Gina, oh, she has her skincare launch, her party. Everybody shows up. She was like, if Shannon shows up, that's gonna really mean something. That's when Shannon gave her that damn butterfly. I was like, girl, what? So her parents came, and then the parents said to Shannon, we really appreciate you and what you did for our daughter and stuff like that. She was like, dang, thank you so much, you know. You know, they showed a clip of Shannon saying, you know, I really helped her out and stuff like that. But maybe that's getting on her nerves. Maybe she feels like she doesn't want to. I don't know. There's so many things. Like, maybe she doesn't want to be indebted to her in that way. Maybe she doesn't want her to bring it up all the time, because that is annoying. I hate when people do that. They remind you what they've done for you, and it's just like, thank you, but okay, we get it. It's like, what do you want? You want a prize? You want a cookie? What do you want? That Girl Scout badge you've been working so hard for, right? So it's like, girl. So I get it from that standpoint. So we'll find out, because I don't understand what's going on with Gina. Heather, they told Heather that Noella's father died, and she was like, oh, like, girl. So apparently, I think it was Shannon and Emily sent messages to Noella, you know, showing her support. If you need someone to go with you to the funeral, I'll go with you. That's what Emily said. I like Emily. I really do. And Jen sent her flowers, and then she was like, I was trying to tag you on Instagram. She was like, oh no, she was like, I still have you blocked. I don't need anybody tagging me in nothing. We don't need any situations, because remember, that's how it all started, because she tagged Noella in a picture, but Noella wasn't even in the picture. But Noella tried to tag her and couldn't tag her because she still has her blocked. So Shane does end up showing up. Gina gets the microphone. She thanks Travis. Travis is over there emotional, the tears in his eyes, and her family and stuff like that. And that's where I stopped taking notes. So I don't know what happened after that, but I know that I saw a clip from next week, and Gina is crying about Shannon. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck is happening, girl? So anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Tell me what you think of the episode. Tell me, am I tripping? Because I feel like they're going against Shannon and for no reason. I don't understand what's happening. Maybe somebody can explain to me. And I'm not even biased towards Shannon. So that's why I'm like, I don't get what's happening. Shannon's not even like one of my favorite girls. You know, Emily is my favorite girl on there. And yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. So can y'all explain to me what the hell? Am I wrong? Or somebody explain a different perspective? Because I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with Gina and Shannon. Anyways, y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.